Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell. I want to show you something, y'all. This is pretty cool. It is actually May the 8th. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, 9/11/11. Matter of fact, it was pretty cool. If you've ever watched any of my videos, and if you notice right here, it says, been free from a job since May 7th of 2015. And y'all, I can tell you, I came into online business at October, it was the last week in October of 2014. I remember it hit me real hard. I couldn't sleep, things of that nature. It just got my mind wandering. It made me start to realize that, I was stuck and I didn't even know it. After 26 years of being in a restaurant, you kind of only think one way. And though financially I was not in bad situations or anything, for where I live at, the cost of living's not that bad. The money I was making wasn't bad. But, I was tired of working 60, 65 hours a week. I started looking back and started thinking my little boy is not here half the week. I'm a single dad, he lives with me. And every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday I work 40 hours in 3 days. That's a lot of time of not seeing your family member. Literally getting up, making sure he's got a babysitter or he's just going to spend the night somewhere. And because I may not get home until it's too late anyhow. Time I get a shower and stuff, and it's the day's over. So, you're looking at what was I sacrificing every week for that paycheck. Now, it wasn't even that much money. I just was really, as a kid, I was really smart about not wasting my money. And I wound up, time I was 27 years old, I wound up buying an old two-story house. House payment was nothing. I paid 1/4 of the house down cash. It's 4,300 square foot. Love my old two-story house. Some of y'all might have seen pictures of it in some of the videos. But it was just a really smart decision at 27 years old. And my house payment went but 275 a month. And I wound up. I started thinking about I can't even rent a house back when I was 27 for that amount. And now in years to come, it was just one of the smartest decisions I ever made. It always kept me above the water all the time because of the fact that I made good decisions. But I was still sacrificing a lot of my time that I was not going to get back. So that's really what really started making me think. And God does things, and sometimes you don't understand why it happens. Little boy went to the hospital, had to run tubes down his nose into his stomach. It was pretty tough for a little boy. He lost his first tooth while we were in the hospital. If that gives you some idea how old he was. And so we were there for I think it was 6 days straight. I called my work. I told them I won't coming in. I'm not leaving my little boy. I didn't. We weren't expecting to keep him in Chapel Hill, and I wound up going with the same clothes I had. I didn't shave. First time a little boy had ever seen me grow a beard. He told me they liked my beard, so I kept my beard. I told him if he did really really good, because they had a lot of things he had to go over. I knew what they were going to do, but he didn't, and he did really well. So I kept my beard for the longest time, and I did it just for him. But when I actually got home and I noticed that we had like $11,000 bill from our state at Chapel Hill, and it really started making me think. I said, anything can happen in life that can make everything change for you. It could happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? And financially and physically and everything that can change. Now, obviously, it wasn't not that bad, and y'all, I'm telling you, my little boy was not as sick as I've seen bad sick. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying. But if it hadn't have been for my little boy going in the hospital, I don't know if I would have been looking for online business. So a lot of times, y'all, things happen, and you may not know it right then. That put you on the right path. So many people are not willing to change their life until something bad happens. Or if they're backed up against the wall and they ain't got no other way. They gotta fight. A lot of times that's when they gotta break you down before you can go forward. You see what I'm saying? My little boy not going in the hospital, I would probably still be working 60 hours, 65 hours a week. I was already to a point I was burnt out. We had changed a lot of new things. The owner of the restaurant that I used to work with, they fired him. Been there 15 years. Nobody's ever worked harder than that man. I was supposed to be the next one in line to get the restaurant. And I can tell you, I would not have done better than him. So to be honest, I was looking at my future. I'm going to be flushed out sooner or later. So I really said, now's the time for me to start doing it. I made a decision because I was so excited. I had a burn in my stomach and it made me on fire. And I didn't know what I was doing. And I want y'all to listen to this, y'all. This is real important. I didn't know what I was doing, yet I knew that people needed to see what I was feeling, what I was thinking, and where my mindset was, where I was going. That's what I needed, that people needed to see me being sincere, needed to see me believing in the business. And to be honest, y'all, that was not the best business in the world that I started off with. But thank God I looked at it and thought it was. Because without that burn and that belief and sincerity, and I only understood a couple of things. I didn't know how to do solo ads. I still don't. I still don't. So I guess that shows you how important it must not be all that important for it to be doing it. But most people think, oh, where do I buy traffic? And that's fine if that's the way that you want to learn, but I didn't. I didn't do it that way. All I understood was if I'm not getting seen, I'm not going to grow. Period. What I fell into and stumbled into every step of the way using Facebook, every step of the way using YouTube. I've got almost 800 videos now, y'all. I was branding myself. I was being sincere, and I was showing people what I thought about a business that I believed in. And I look back now, and me getting out to people, not knowing what I was doing, taught me how to make it work for me my way. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't theory. It was not something I read. It wasn't some guru that did it their way. It was me branding myself in a business that I believe in and trying things. It was curiosity. It was, and listen, y'all, some of y'all, and you're going to hang up on, a lot of y'all are going to do this. You're going to get into a business, you can say, okay, y'all, I'm ready to go. I'm standing right here. I need to know everything I need to know before I get started, right? That's wrong. It's wrong. Y'all, when you're excited and I've got to get seen or I'm not going to grow, and you start down that path and you stay focused knowing I'm not going to quit, and you try 10 different things and only one avenue works, only one thing works out of 10, but you're not going to quit, that curiosity, that applying action, that I'm constantly getting seen is going to help you find your path. It's going to be your path. And let me tell you something, y'all. One of the most enjoyable things I did was taking that path. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do everything right. I can tell you that. I screwed up a lot. But I knew I wasn't going to quit. And let me tell you something. When you learn something down this path right here, it sticks with you forever. You want to know who the most valuable person is in your business or in your, or I'm not talking about necessarily in just your business, I'm talking about in the Facebook group for the business. And you see different people doing all sorts of different things. The ones that apply action and know they're not going to quit and stay focused, getting out the people, they're the most valuable ones you're going to find. Let me shut this down for a minute. Okay. And the reason why is because when they're telling you what they learn, they know it inside and out. They've done everything wrong before they got it right most of the time. Now, I'll show you something else to you. If you had to choose between, this is two people in your Facebook group. One person is right here. They tried it the very first time, knocked it out of the park. They knew how to make it work, and they went on and succeeded. That's great. There's nothing wrong with that. And here's the person over here. They tried it 10 different times, and they screwed up all 10 times but they never quit. But the 11th time, they figured it out, and they made it through it. To be perfectly honest, between these two, who do you think's the most valuable person? Think about that, y'all. I can sit here and tell people what I did wrong. To be honest, y'all, if I know I'm not going to quit, me screwing up is just as valuable as me making it right. I learn more by screwing up, to be honest. When I see a downline going in the wrong path, I can say, hey, buddy, just to let you know, I tried that. I thought it was going to work too, to be honest. And it didn't work. And let me tell you why it didn't work. And, give that compared to this sometimes, it's better, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with this, but to find that path, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, it's going to take curiosity. It's going to take effort. At the beginning, I thought passion was going to be enough. Enough belief and enough passion. But you know what? A lot of people are very passionate about a lot of things. Doesn't make them rich. Now, I've recently learned this part right here. This is something fairly new to me, but it's true. How many people I've seen come into a business, and this is where they did not focus. Okay, when I say focus, I'm saying pick one way to get out to people. One way. I didn't say 5 different things. Focus it one way of getting out to people. Master that one way. Master that one way. Screw up as much as you need to. Do whatever you got to do. Just know that you're getting seen the entire time. And to be perfectly honest, y'all, some of your hang-ups, you're scared somebody's going to see you. Who gives a damn? They better see you because that's the purpose of you doing it. You did not go to school with these people. You didn't work with these people. Your business is going to be built by strangers. You understand that, right? Don't be scared that somebody you know is going to see you on Facebook. Don't be scared that somebody you know is going to see you in the YouTube world. I hope they do. And guess what? More than likely, they're going to be inspired because they even see me in the first place, because 90% of the people, if not more, aren't even willing to do that. That alone, understanding that I'm not getting seen, I'm not going to grow, I've got to apply action, got me free from a job. And y'all, I want you to listen to this. I was not in a predicament to make it easy. Okay? You are going to have to sacrifice something to make it work. You always will. If it ain't money necessarily, it's going to be time. If it ain't time, it's going to be time and money, to be honest. And here's another thing. Somewhere down the line, every person that's made it busted their ass somewhere. Now, I grant you this. This is the honest truth. If this is business 1, business 2, and business 3, and this is 2 years time, the first business down here, I had to bust my ass in here. But guess what? There's a lot of people watching me. A lot of people, because I was getting seen every step of the way. Not only was it in the open world where the people were in my business, it was also in the world where people were in my business. I motivated people. I uplifted people because of my actions that I was doing myself and the results I was getting just for being sincere and telling people what I thought about my business. It's not hard. The ones who are taking the person out of the business, you're going to struggle. You're going to take this person out. You're going to struggle. There's just no other way about it. And some of y'all are going to spend thousands of dollars before you ever get that. Why am I in this video right here? Why am I doing this video now? People need to relate to you. They need to know that you're real. And you know what? You got to be a beacon for what you do. If you're not a beacon for your business, even if that wasn't that great of a business looking back now, I didn't think that back then. Hell, I'm gonna tell you, I was the biggest person for this business. I loved it. But all these people, y'all, a lot of these people, when somebody's on fire, it brings other people around you. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that. It does. People can sense that guy is on fire. Next business you go into, not only did I get the new people that I was still applying action, there's a lot of these people, these other 3 people came from here. They were underneath other people. I started a new business. They wanted to be around me, right? Because maybe I inspired them from here from applying so much action. I busted my ass here. It made it a little bit easier for this one. A little bit. And guess what? If I bust my ass here and I got something going, it's even easier now. It's even easier here in this business. Why? Because I keep applying action. I keep relating to people. So everybody gets a chance to see. You've got to be a beacon for what you do. If you are not on your timeline in the Facebook world, y'all, and just literally saying, I'm the traffic hurricane guy, I'm the power lead systems guy, I'm the Exitus elite guy, Whatever the business is does not matter. And let me tell you something else, y'all. This is real important. I've learned this too. Whichever business you pick out of, let's say all these are businesses right here, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I think this is better than the one down here that you picked. That doesn't matter. What I think about your business is not as important. Which business is better is not important. What matters is what do you think about your business? What does it mean to you? That is the most important thing. And you being a beacon, because y'all, let me tell you something. You are never going to find a business that everybody's 100% liking it. It's not going to happen. There's going to be, look up any business you want that's been around anytime at all, and you're going to find negative reviews on it. You're going to find negative videos on it. If you're looking for the business that everybody's going to love, you're not going to find it. And what's worse is you hang around long enough and you've got hundreds of friends, that see you doing businesses. This person's, they're not mature enough and they're going to try to put you down for your business. I'm going to tell you something, y'all. In Power Lead Systems, I got people doing all these businesses underneath me. They got their own little thing going, right? Using Power Lead Systems to build just like I built here or whatever they're doing. It's their freedom to do whatever they want. I sure as hell ain't going to go in their world and tell them their business sucks. If someone contacted me in a business that I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole, I wouldn't care. Why? Because maybe that is where their freedom's going to be at, that business. Maybe. And the last thing I want to do or need to do for this person is to take that away from them or hurt it in some way. To be honest, they need to be tough enough to not let that happen. But I sure as hell ain't going to be the person sitting there trying to put it down. Didn't mean for this to be so long. I apologize. I just want to let y'all know, yesterday, y'all, let me tell you how much different my life is. My little boy is used to me being here every day. When I get off school today, we're going to go to something called Piggly Wiggly, and we're going to get some ice cream. He don't even know it yet. And we're just something I've already got planned for today. There's been so many days of going to Domino's Pizza, getting a pizza, going to the park, eating on the picnic table, and him playing with the kids for, as many hours as I feel like doing. Those were days that should have been working 13-hour, 14-hour shifts, y'all. There's a huge difference. There's a lot more to life than working your ass off, y'all. I gained, in this picture here, I was still working. I remember that. I've gained like 25 pounds since this picture because I was working so damn hard, I couldn't gain weight, to be honest. My restaurant, y'all, was so busy, this is the honest truth, that I couldn't sit down because if I did, I didn't want to get back up. So when I ate, a lot of times, I ate one time a day and I ate really good, but I ran so hard, I couldn't even keep weight on me. I'm not ever going to go back to that. I look back now. There's no way that the money that they gave me or that I earned, it could even entice me. They could double the amount of pay I was making. I'd still make more now than what I was doing back after working 26 years in the profession. See what I'm saying? So if there's anything I want y'all to know, y'all, yesterday alone, listen to this. It was 10 o'clock yesterday evening before I realized yesterday made 2 years since I've been free from a job. It was 10 o'clock last night. It was time to get my little boy in bed. And I didn't want to make the video quite that late because I was like, I felt like I'm going to be rushing it. My little boy needs to get in bed. It's late. So I decided I was going to wait till this morning after he went to school and do a decent video on it. But y'all, I couldn't tell you what the date is. I say 90% of the time. I really couldn't tell you. Days of the week in the summertime don't even matter. Me and my little boy, the beach is open on Tuesdays, just like any other day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I actually did let me see if I can find a banner real quick here. I did a banner recently. The beach is open on Tuesdays. There's more to life than just work. I was thinking about all that, y'all. How me and Adam in the summertime we'll go to the to our favorite resort in Myrtle Beach, and It doesn't matter what day we pick. We'll just go and stay until we're ready to come home. We go to Myrtle Beach so much in the summertime that he didn't even want to go anymore. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, I cannot describe to you. That's not the life I was living. That was not the life I was living. I'm not going to sit there and try to push anything. I'm not even trying to sell anything, y'all. That's not what I want in this video. I want y'all to know that whatever business you pick, just believe in it, y'all. Take a day or two to educate yourself in the business. You've got to be the person for that business. You got to have the answers. Don't have to have all the answers, but you got to know the answers. You got to have bullet points. What makes your business great? Tell people what makes your business great. Tell them on day one. Don't wait a month and assume they're going to figure it out. Assuming in a restaurant business, assuming an online business is a huge percentage job. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that that will never, ever, ever change. They want to know what you think about your business. You need to tell them the great things about it and tell them why you upgrade. Here's an example. Diamond. Why do I? Listen, y'all. This is what I sound like. Just the example. I'm not pushing power lead system. I just want you to know. Okay. Look, y'all. At minimum, go ahead and sign up. Get a chance to really see what this business could do for you. You got a 7-day free trial. And listen, y'all. I want you to know my first month in power lead systems, I made $700. But you're only making $20 for the gold members at the beginning. It takes a little while to build that up, right? You know how this thing works out, coming up underneath you every other one. So it takes a little while to build that up. But y'all, these diamonds at $100 each, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, 147 one time, get $100 over and over again for every time that somebody falls on my pay line. It is absolutely vital. That's the reason I made $700 my first month. More than half of it came from diamonds. And listen, this is a diagram for right here in the video, right? I said, even if I sponsor you and you don't go diamond, it won't even matter. And all the next 10 people down below you, I have no clue who these people are. I thought that was pretty cool. They don't go diamond either, right? But the 11th one down here, she's influenced to go diamond. Maybe she's seen videos I did. Maybe she's in my Facebook group and I'm showing her how I made 27 diamonds in 30 days, $100 each, right? And that's just an upgrade. And she gets it. It's going to bypass every one of these people plus you and go to me. Every one of these will get emails letting them know they lost $100. They'll continue to get these emails until you go diamond. And y'all, I'm gonna tell you, before long, it's gonna be real quick. You're gonna see this more. It costs you more not to be diamond than to go ahead and be diamond. Okay. When I say that at day one, do you see they're seeing the importance of that? I'm steering them in the direction. How vital was that to me? I've sponsored, I don't know, over 500 members in the Power Lead systems in the last 2 years. I don't even know how many. Better than one out of every three went diamond for 2 years straight. Let me show you this, y'all. Here's another one. Here's a diamond from last night. Here's a gold member that came in. Wouldn't be surprised if you don't go platinum, to be honest. Since the rebuild of Traffic Hurricane, I got 20 referral commissions that came in right here. It's still pretty early in the morning, but here's 20 right here. It's just starting back up. But I mean, it just goes to show what I'm telling y'all. You see what I'm saying? Diamonds. Why do people go diamond? If I can find it, it's because I'm showing them right up front. And even if I didn't have this made, y'all, even if this wasn't built, I'm telling people what they need to be knowing. I don't wait and assume that in a month's time they're going to fumble across it themselves. Now, you've got to be in it to do it. Why would you tell anybody about going diamond if you're not diamond qualified? You wouldn't. You see what I'm saying? Same with platinum, y'all. $400 each time, exact same thing. You wouldn't push platinum if you're not platinum, and you're just giving away money. Because who's it going to go to? The ones who do fumble across it's going to come straight to me because they're going to be influenced by somebody to do it. So if you're going to do a business, you believe in the business, go all in. You got to. You got to, y'all. If I didn't make any money in Power Lead Systems, they could still sign me up next 5 years because that's how I make this. That's how I make this. This is how I brand myself into my businesses. See what I'm saying? Without it, people will have a harder time connecting to me. And that's how you get free from a job. A lot of the things I did right, y'all, I'm not going to lie, I stumbled across it. I didn't have a sponsor at the beginning. And to be honest, some of y'all are going to blame your sponsor for your failures. Whose business is it? Is it yours or theirs? I didn't have a sponsor. I understood basic things. I need to apply action, y'all. And if I'm not getting seen, I'm not going to grow. And you got to realize, I was working 65 hours a week. I would come home still wearing a shirt with a white shirt and a tie. I cannot stand wearing a white shirt, and I hated that freaking tie. They wouldn't let us wear different things. It motivated me alone because I could not stand to wear it. I looked pale, I looked sick. Couldn't stand wearing that white shirt with that tie. When I finally got free from a job 2 years ago, today, the day after, I came home and took every one of my white shirts and my ties, threw them on the ground, stomped on them, and took a picture and used it for an advertisement in the Facebook world. I sure did, because it's partially what motivated me. See what I'm saying? All right, y'all. I just want to let you know, whatever business you're doing, believe in it, y'all. If you're in it just for the money and you don't really feel like you believe in it, belief is going to fuel every part of that. It's so hard to go down this path if I don't really believe in the business. I don't honestly don't know if I can. And y'all, I'm gonna tell you, I've had opportunities that I know if I would have jumped in that business, I could have made $20,000, but I didn't believe in the business. I didn't feel the business. I didn't want to do the business. Once you're like that in your business, you're doing a business you don't believe in, you know what happens? When there's a roadblock, you're the first one out. You're going to quit. You're going to quit because you didn't believe in it. You're not really in that business. In my opinion, don't do it. And I've actually kind of surprised people because I didn't do a business that they thought I would, but I didn't believe in the business, or maybe I just didn't need it. Didn't need the business. I already focused on what I need to focus at. Anytime I focused at one business and take my attention off of that business and focus at another, that business hurt every time. So maybe I just didn't want to do that. Anyhow, y'all, I just want to let you know, love and life. I want y'all to get out there. I want you to find the business you believe in. I want you to put the work in. I want you to sound like me when you're talking, y'all. Anybody who's watched this far, you're watching this video for a reason. You needed to hear what I'm saying. I hope you get that, y'all, because life's a lot better. And then I thank God. I hate to say this. Thank God, God pointed me in the directions, and we had to go through that hospital situation with my little boy, but it got me thinking in the right way. Everything happens for a reason. And thank God, because I'm gonna tell you what, me and my little boy, y'all. I'm telling y'all don't have any clue to how close we are now. Y'all don't have any clue. Thank God I'm on the path I'm on right now. That's all I can tell you. So I hope y'all have a good day. Get out there and put the work in. Get free from a job. Make this year, make the year that's going to make a big change for y'all. It's not as hard as you think, y'all. I'm telling you. And if you need anything, let me know. Appreciate it.